In today's video, guys, I want to share with you 5 major tips, plus a couple of smaller tips that will absolutely change your game in Warcraft Rumble. It will allow you to climb higher in PvP, it will allow you to level up your minis faster, it will allow you to rank them faster as well by collecting the stars that you actually want for the right minis. So we're gonna have a fully loaded video. But without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's start with PvP. Now, there are a couple of different things that I kind of want to point out in here. And the very first one is how you can climb faster, how you can climb higher. So basically, it's going to be a strategy that will make you use 4 different leaders. So the whole idea behind it is that you have your 3rd leader and your 4th leader, which is this one right here for me. And you kind of keep them at the same amount of points, which means that you're going to be able to climb higher and higher without losing any points. For example, if right now I would do a fight with him, I'm going to be able to climb a bit higher than I currently am. If I lose a fight, I'm not going to drop from the ranking because your whole ranking is based on the top 3 leaders. So my entire points right here, 8,946, is based on these 3 leaders. So if I'm using my 4th leader to go into a fight right now and I'm losing that fight, I will lose points on this 4th leader, but I won't lose any of my total. Like this, you're basically diminishing the risk of losing fights and deranking. So this is honestly the best strategy that every single one of you guys should utilize in PvP in order to climb faster. Now, tip number 1 was that. Moving over to tip number 2, how you can level up your units faster. The main thing is every time you are doing a fight, one of your units will get XP. So what you can do is play the same deck with every single leader. So if your main goal, for example, is to level up this deck, let's just say it as an example. You want to level up this deck right here. What you're going to do, you're going to equip every single one of the leaders that you have available with the exact same deck. Then when you're doing a PvP fight, you're basically going to gain XP randomly on one of the characters. So because you have so many leaders, the very first few fights are actually extremely easy till you start surpassing your top 4 leaders. So I would strongly suggest you to do that with every single leader. So check it out. 466 XP went straight to the leader. Another tip that I want to share with you guys, and this has to do with the leveling as well, talking about the quest. So how you may notice, the time remaining for this quest is 28 minutes and 24 seconds. This basically recycles every 30 minutes. Now, if you're going to get a 3x multiplier quest or a 5x multiplier quest, the game will save that because they want to make sure that you're not missing out on it every 30 minutes. Now, you can actually refresh this quest by doing a PvP match. So if right now I'm going to head over to do a PvP match, you're going to see that this quest will actually refresh. Now, of course, there is a chance to be a regular quest, a 3x or a 5x. But let me just quickly do another PvP match so you can see how it changes. So we just finished our PvP match, guys. Let's quickly check how the quest actually changed. The main thing that you're going to notice is that the time changed. So it was like 28 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. So right now it should be back at 29, close to 30. So we managed to rank up by using the strategy that I just explained to you. Play with the 4th leader, swap them in constantly, 3rd and 4th leader, and this will allow you to basically climb higher and higher. But that being said, right now we got a 3x quest. We got a rare quest just because we refreshed it through a PvP match. You gotta make the most out of this, guys. You should use everything to your own advantage, right? Level up your minis faster, progress faster into the game, and the main thing is these quests are limited. You cannot do an unlimited amount daily. If I'm not mistaken, they are 20 if they haven't changed it down to 10. So if you're constantly going to do the green quests, the uncommon ones, every single day, and you're not going to try and snipe the 3x or the 5x, which will give you way more XP, you're basically holding your account back. So definitely utilize this tip. The next tip has to do with the army upgrades. Now, some of you guys probably already caught the idea. Some of you might not, but let me just quickly share this with you as well. So how you may notice, we have these auras. I like to call them auras. I'm pretty sure they are called in a different way. But basically, the leader has one. So this is golden, will give you 3+ bonus on the level. If I have the bronze one, it gives me 1+ level. The silver gives me 2+ level. or you have the next upgrade, which I haven't unlocked just yet, which will give you 4+ levels on your unit. Now, some of them come assigned to each one of the leaders. You cannot change them, but you can actually change some of them. So for example, let's just say this time around, I don't want to play a spell in my deck. So what I can do is click right here and reroll it. You pay 50 arc energy and you reroll it to a different one that you want to use on. Pretty simple, and you should definitely make the most out of it. The next tip for you guys will have to do with the talents and the minis. So for example, when you are upgrading a mini to uncommon or to rare or to epic, you will gradually unlock one slot for talents. So for example, right now we're going to unlock one slot for abomination. Basically, each one of the minis have 3 different talents available. So the main idea that I kind of like want to portray in here, you don't have to instantly jump and purchase the very first talent that you're seeing in the grid market, because these are not actually blocked by the rarity of the character or anything like that. This will gradually randomly appear in the grid, and you can purchase any of them by having one slot unlocked only. Not only that it will save you tons and tons of gold, guys, but you can actually pick the right talent for your mini and call it a day. Gold is a very scarce resource in Warcraft Rumble. If you're gonna waste it left and right, you're just not gonna be able to progress properly in the game, because you're gonna hold all of your army back because you're not leveling up the right troops and you're just spending it on the wrong talents. So always check out the talents, decide which talent you think it might fit the best with your mini, and then head over to the grid and just wait till that one talent that you want will become available. You don't actually have to purchase one talent, then unlock the next slot, and then wait for the next talent. No, you can actually wait and pick from the 3 talents, and you don't have to worry about purchasing the other 2 unless you really want them for some different strategies inside the game. And talking about the way on how we can actually manipulate the grid to basically eliminate as many cards as possible, because we want to try and snipe the ones that we really want. We want to purchase the stars for the minis that we're using, not the ones that we're not. So we have some talents in here that I'm not interested in. I don't want to purchase this. And if I'm clicking on this one, for example, to purchase this, I'm going to eliminate all of these 4 red cards from the grid, you know. Each one of them will basically eliminate different ones. So let's just purchase this one, for example. You can always move them left, right, bottom, top, but I'm going to show you that in just a second. So I'm going to purchase this. We're going to eliminate 4 different cards from there. And of course, bring in a couple of different minis on the grid, some that might actually be desirable to us. So for example, right here, if I'm purchasing this, I'm still keeping the one at the top left. So this is actually a talent for one of my leaders that I do want to purchase. So in order to basically keep it there, I don't have to move it this time around. But sometimes it might be right on one of these red boxes, red cards. So you can move it higher, to the left, to the right, to ensure that when you are purchasing this star, for example, that one will not disappear. So you see, I'm going to burn all of the 4 red cards, but that talent that I want to purchase for my leader will still be there. Beautiful, you see? As simple as that. And right now, when I'm going to purchase this talent, I'm actually going to gain all of this XP as well. Always make sure you are manipulating this to allow you to get the XP on the character that you want. So let's just imagine this was not aligned with my leader, right? You can always drag it down, move it to the left, move it to the right to ensure that you are getting the XP on the character that you are purchasing, regardless if it's a talent, regardless if it's something else, you know? So now that I finished wasting all of my gold, guys, let's talk about the final tip. And this is kind of more like a common sense sort of tip, guys. Join a guild. Every time I'm doing PvP, 99% of the opponents that I'm finding do not have a guild. And it's very, very important to have a guild, guys. Not only that you're getting all of the new minis added in each season for free by being in a guild, but you are actually getting tons and tons of resources. How you may notice, you're getting tomes, you're getting, of course, upgrade cores, you're getting emotes, and you're gonna get so many rewards just by being in a guild. Not just that, but you will be able to do co-op. For example, right here we have the Molten Core raid. I'm not ready for it just yet. I still need to level up quite a bit in order to get to it. But you will be able to play with clanmates in different game modes. And that, again, it will basically yield you tons and tons of rewards. But that was all for this video, guys. Hopefully you found it helpful and you will be able to level up faster in Warcraft Rumble. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.